We move on to the lightweight division. Avery Arellano, 19 years old, fighting out of Grove City BJJ. Another one of those guys, one of those up-and-comers out of Grove City BJJ, another blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
One of Jake Miller's teammates. This is a very, very good fighter, up-and-coming kid, 2-0 right now, but he's got a tough test tonight. And Robert Hause, coming out of another good camp, Vision MMA. So this will be an interesting clash of fight styles here.
Yeah, he said he has 2 kickboxing fights actually before he made his MMA debut, and another, kind of guy who has the combat sports experience, so may not see as much of the cage jitters as we see with a lot of debut guys. 2 kickboxing, so he has some Muay Thai experience. He loves to stand and he wants to knock people out.
Yeah, it seems to be kind of a theme with Grove City here lately. They've got a lot of guys that are very comfortable on the ground, but they like to stand and strike.
Right, and he has a knockout and a TKO win already in his career, 2-0. Looking to make it 3-0 on his young career, just 19 years old, as we mentioned. Made his debut last year around this time when he was just 18 years old.
Right.
So it's kind of scary. If you watch UFC, you hear Joe Rogan talking about the future of mixed martial arts, and it's scary because these guys aren't necessarily growing up as kickboxers or Muay Thai fighters or BJJ guys. They're growing up as MMA fighters and learning every discipline from a very young age.
Yeah, the evolution of the sport is right here. It's in these guys, these 18, 19, 20-year-old guys that possess the talent that they do and the dedication.
His opponent out of the blue corner, Bobby Hause.
And Bobby Hause, a little bit older, 25 years old, has a 1-0 record. Fighting out of Vision MMA, said he has a little bit of boxing experience, got into MMA through his boxing experience, and we always give out an award on Bluegrass MMA after the fights. We give out Beard of the Night, and I think he is a strong contender for that award here.
I still got to give the edge right now to good old Justin Richwine. I mean, that guy's got a monster beard on him. But he's coming out of that same camp that Richwine comes out of, so it's not a surprise. They can be beard brothers.
Maybe they have beard sparring in the gym, in addition to the striking sparring.
I think they take No Shave November very seriously.
And you see Muhammad Abdullah in his corner here, an experienced pro fighter. Actually just fought last weekend, unfortunately was submitted, but still one of the better guys and a great guy to have in your corner.
Oh, absolutely.
For any fight. Another guy who says he's a striker, and he predicted a first-round finish.
They've been calling their shots tonight, so we'll see if he can back it up.
I've liked the confidence in the young guys. A lot of young guys on this card, but every single one of them confident.
Oh, absolutely. Looking at these two.
This fight is scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the IT Fight Series lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a striker with an MMA record, 2 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Grove City, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Avery Arellano. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a freestyle fighter with an MMA record, 1 win, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Vision MMA in Waynesville, Ohio, Bobby Hause. And your referee for this contest is Greg Franklin.
Gentlemen, you've been given your instructions back in the locker room. One good, clean fight, obey my commands at all times. Any questions about the red corner? Any questions from the blue corner? Touch gloves now. Back to your corners to fight.
All right, lightweight action here at IT Fight Series 38. Avery Arellano in the gray, Bobby Hause in the red, Greg Franklin third man in the cage. I'm David McKinney alongside Joe Strickland. And Joe, this is, I think, going to be a great fight here between two young guys.
This is going to be a great fight. You got 2 very good camps, 2 very young, up-and-coming fighters. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. I was going to say, Avery Arellano during the introductions, he looked so calm and composed. I think he could have taken a nap.
the thing I like about these two guys, 3 wins between them, 3 knockouts.
Yeah. This
And
could
a
be
big body kick there from Bobby Hause. He has to watch those head kicks. I know his first fight was actually in Kentucky, where in amateur they allow head kicks,
Yep.
but not allowed here in Ohio.
Yep.
They trade inside leg kicks there. A little short
Oh.
off left hook there.
Big right hand by Arillo.
And he's got to watch those. That landed, and I think
Arillo checked that with his arm, but still he's got to be very careful. He's throwing those head kicks.
He gets a warning, and it looks like he may not know that the rules here in Ohio. Like I said, his first fight was in Kentucky just a month ago.
I know they go over the rules and everything during the fighters meeting, but considering this is his first time fighting in Ohio in the heat of the moment, heat of that combat, having fought in Kentucky where they allow head kicks, I think that kind of got away from him there for a second.
Franklin looks like just gave him a warning. No point deducted here. He's asking, making sure that Arellano's okay. As we mentioned, it didn't look like it landed flush, but
I think Arellano was able to check most of that with his arm, so it didn't do any serious damage, but good job, Greg Franklin.
Said he warned me. He said if I do it again, I'll take a point. Another outside leg kick there from Avery Arellano. Arellano just getting off first here. Throwing that
These
left
two are
hook
both throwing some very good combinations. It's not just a one punch and move. They're both throwing combinations.
Lots of leg kicks here early in the first round. I love Arellano striking smooth as he eats that leg kick there. He's a smooth guy, man. You can tell he has a kickboxing background as he is throwing a lot of different things here.
Robert Haas moving in and out very well. Big right hand, nice land.
And a little overhand right. There's a spinning back
little
kick
spinning
there.
back kick.
They were just trading in the pocket, and I expected something to land clean there. Nothing really did, though. Both guys doing a great job of stepping off in angles.
These guys are showing some excellent striking skills here. Arellano looking for the takedown and gets it.
And he mentioned to me, he said, I'll give him about a minute and feel him out, and then I'll probably take him down, as he did there. Haas back to his feet here up against the cage.
I think Haas is the bigger of the two, so it's interesting to see if he's able to use that size to his advantage, if there's a big difference in strength.
At this point, though, Avery Arellano has him up against the cage, is the aggressor here midway through this first round.
Landing some good inside knees. He's staying busy.
Haas now has a tie clinch up against, but his back is on the cage. Arellano, as you mentioned, some good knees inside and releases and throws
good left hand out of that clinch.
His left hook is dynamite. He's landing it just basically at will.
Haas is trying to keep him at bay right now, trying to get some space. Arellano bullying his way in once again.
Another body lock here from Avery Arellano. Working some knees. Looking for the takedown. I think what he likes to do here, though, is go in, see if he has anything, and if he doesn't, he'll release and he'll throw that left hook off of that release.
Good inside knee to deliver by Arellano just a second ago.
And you
and now the body shots.
Yeah, nice body shots. You mentioned that Haas might be the bigger guy, but Arellano with just good body position, good head position here.
Very good leverage. And he's staying busy from that clinch position, which is good for him.
Haas now looking for a takedown. Arellano grabs his neck here.
Oh, at the bell.
Great action here in the first round.
Haas could have set himself up for failure there. He kind of gave his neck up on that shot. And if there was more time, Arellano may have done something with that.
And back and forth here in the first round between these two amateur lightweights. Joe, how do you score that one?
That one is honestly a very difficult one to call. But as you said before, Ohio loves their wrestlers, and I'm gonna have to give that round to Arellano by a slight margin simply because of the takedown.
I also thought that he was a little bit more aggressive in the striking. Haas landed some shots, had that clean right hand, but looked like Arellano, I think based on cage control, might have taken that round.
Definitely. So far, definitely what we expected out of this fight, though.
Yeah, two guys, just 2-0 for Arellano, 1-0 for Haas, but as you mentioned, a lot of times when a guy comes out of a camp, like a Grove City BJJ or Vision MMA, it's just a different level. They're not going to let guys go out there that aren't ready to be fighting inside of the cage.
Not. Absolutely not. And that's the one. That's the one edge that that's one of the many edges, I should say, that these guys have over independent fighters. You know, not taking anything away from independent fighters. You know, they put in their work and they put in their time and they try hard. But you can't get the experience and the training that you need, you know, when it's just you or you and one other guy. You need a camp.
Ready for round 2. Greg Franklin makes sure the cage is locked. These two young lightweights glove touch here as they meet in the middle. And Arellano loves to throw those kicks. Both guys love to throw a lot of kicks, and interesting that they're actually leading with kicks. Another right hand.
Nice little exchange
Hause.
there. Hause landing the right, and Arellano hit with that left hook counter.
And Arellano again with the clinch against the cage and looking for a takedown. Some knees there from Arellano. Nothing really big, just kind of trying to get some
Hause now able to switch position, but again he's leaving that neck
open.
Exposed. He's got to get that hand down. Arellano went for that guillotine once again. I think he's
looking for a 10-finger guillotine here, actually, maybe. As Hause looking for that takedown.
A nice turn, very nice turn by Arellano.
Good job getting that underhook and really turning Hause. And now with a good sprawl from Avery Arellano.
Again, digging for that 10-finger guillotine, too, on that right side.
Nice knee to the body there, up against the cage. This is not an easy way to fight a fight. This takes a lot of energy, and it zaps you.
It's actually where I love to play, up against that cage. I love to grind. But it is physically exhausting to be able to try to control your opponent, to keep them between you and that cage wall.
And a lot of guys, especially young guys, will do this because if you have that conditioning, that cage conditioning, it's hard. It's very tough if your opponent doesn't have that for him to hang in there with you. Especially with the bright lights and the adrenaline dump and everything else that goes into it.
Yep.
Arellano doing a good job staying busy. Nice knee to the body there, though, from Hause.
Hause is trying to create some separation. He's trying to make some space, try to land some strikes and get free.
And he does have that overhook on the right arm of Avery Arellano, which is going to really keep him from getting taken down at this point. Maybe looking like he was looking for a little trip or a throw there.
He's trying to use his head. Get better positioning there, but
and Arellano,
Avery's been a bulldog on this.
One thing I've noticed is he's doing a good job of keeping position here, but I want to see him grinding his forehead into the chin of Hause.
Yeah, definitely.
Little tie clinch here from Avery Arellano as he has Hause up against the cage. Kind of a dirty boxing fight here.
Yep.
A little bit
ugly.
As Arellano is embracing the grind here up against the cage in round 2. Throwing some knees. Round 2 is in the books, and Joe, we got to give that one, you think, to Avery Arellano.
Definitely. You know, he absolutely controlled that round. So it'll be interesting to see what Bobby Hause does coming into this third round. He looks a little bit tired, and he's definitely going to need a finish to pull off the victory here, because so far Avery Arellano has absolutely controlled these first 2 rounds.
And one thing of note, the first time that either one of these guys has been into the third round, Arellano, the latest he has been is 8 seconds into the second round, and Bobby Hause finished his first fight in 47 seconds. So good cage time for both of these young guys, and that might have been part of the game plan here for Arellano. Get the fight, later on into the third round and get
See
some of
what
that.
happens when you drag them into deep water.
Get that experience, and there's nothing like fighting into a third round. I think what's the old saying? The first round is skill, the second round is technique, and the third round is heart.
Yes, sir. That is absolutely correct.
See the conditioning of both of these young guys here. Both seem to be in great shape, and neither one of them really seem to be breathing all that heavily despite spending the majority of the first 6 minutes on the cage.
The end of that second round, Bobby Hause looked a little bit tired, but looking at him now, it looks like he's recovered well and he looks ready to go.
Right, and of course you do get the 90 seconds in between rounds here for the amateurs as opposed to 60 seconds for the pros.
Which, trust me, it feels like a lifetime.
And Hause.
Nice left hook by Hause.
Looking to spin here, loading up that left hip. Now looking for a takedown. Interesting.
A little roll reversal here. And a great switch by Avery again.
Yeah, he has some good hips there, good wrestling, good base.
He's very good at taking that underhook on the far side and turning his opponent.
And Hause, I thought for a second, was grabbing the shorts of Avery Arellano, but it just was from the position that we had. Hause looking for the takedown up against the cage. Arellano hasn't.
Can't tell from this position at our broadcast spot, but it looked like Avery might have been looking for that more.
Yeah, 2 big knees, though, there from Bobby Hause as Arellano turns him again against the cage. And this
Hause gets himself some separation.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hard for Hause to find separation, but he found it as soon as I was going to say that. And Arellano again grabs the clinch. Spinning back kick there from Bobby Hause.
Bobby Hause, I think he's starting to show the signs of fatigue. He's getting a little desperate. And Avery.
Nice takedown there from Avery Arellano. Looking to pass here into half guard.
Avery with the hook in.
Has his
and
back.
Now, oh boy.
He's really sinking down low.
And he may be in trouble. He put himself in a bad position because now Hause has position on him. And he's starting to work for some shots here.
Arellano regains guard. He is up against the cage in his corner, though.
And this is Hause's opportunity. He's down 2 rounds to none. He has got to make a finish here.
Arellano looking to cage walk, and Bobby Hause repositions him, puts him back on the ground. Great battle here in the 3rd round between these 2 lightweight fighters as Bobby Hause looks to do some
posturing
work.
up, and he is raining down some shots. They're glancing blows right now because Avery's able to move.
Couple of
big right hand.
Arellano doing a good job.
I think Bobby knows. He knows he has to finish this fight.
Arellano still looking for the finish as he was swinging for the armbar there, it looked like, just briefly. Hause looking to stack here. Good ground and pound by Bobby Hause, but also good defense by Avery Arellano.
Avery staying composed.
And Hause, his corner, is absolutely screaming at him to finish this fight. He's throwing big shots on the ground here.
10 seconds left. Can he pull it off? Can he get the finish right here?
And Avery Arellano will survive to the bell, and we think take the fight because he won the first 2 rounds, but a great finish there by Bobby Hause.
You never know how the judges will call these. But as you say, as you alluded to, definitely our belief that Avery Arellano is going to come out with the victory here.
Right. Of course, it is scored on a round-by-round basis, 10-point must system, as we actually go to the judges for the first time tonight here.
Yes.
Good battle between 2 guys who I think have a great future in this sport.
Absolutely fantastic fight. This is exactly what we expected out of both of these guys.
As we mentioned, the 2 really good gyms.
And for 2 guys that have never been beyond, 8 seconds in the second round,
right,
to go the distance here tonight, especially after having the fight that they had, just shows that their conditioning and everything is just fantastic. And I think any future opponents that they have coming up, they better pay close attention.
We are awaiting the judge's decision here, and I always say, Joe, the longer it takes, the more likely it is that we have a split decision. I think that the second round was pretty clearly for Arellano. The 3rd round was pretty clearly for Hause, but the first round was actually pretty close.
That first round was probably the closest of the rounds.
Nick Hahn has our official result here.
Avery, but let's see how the judges call it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Blevins scores the fight 29-28, Hause.
We do have a split decision.
Judge
Sounds
Kelly
like.
scores a fight, 29-28, Arellano. And Judge Heckle scores a fight, 29-28, for your winner by split decision, Avery Arellano.
Split decision win here for Avery Arellano, 19 years old, moving up to 3-0.
Impressive outing by both men, regardless of the decision. It was a phenomenal fight for both of them.
Avery, what a fight. You stuck out the decision there. You got the big split decision victory. Walk us through that 3-round war if you can.
He was so tough. He was exactly like I thought he was going to be. He's a lot stronger than me. He's bigger. I couldn't tell much about him. He didn't have too much information on him. So I just came in here and just wanted to work my own game. And I initially wanted to stand and strike with him, but I saw I was beating him in the clinch. So I was like, I'll keep it there. I thought I won the first 2 rounds. The third round was definitely his. I was just too tired. I can work off my back better than that, but I was just too tired to work for anything. So I'd like to thank my coach Dave Freetag. I'd like to thank Jake Miller, Caleb Prater, Cole Walker for coming out and helping me. I want to thank everybody from Rose City Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I want to thank my mom. I love you. I did this when you were in my head the whole time, Mom. I just thought of you and I held on and I just did what I could.